There are a lot of Roblox football games out there, but which ones are actually worth playing? Today, I'm joined by the biggest Roblox football YouTuber, Kirzo. And together, we're ranking every Roblox football game based on three things: gameplay mechanics, realism, and our personal enjoyment. Some of these rankings may surprise you, so let's get straight into the video. Alright guys, this is the tier list, and the first game we're going to be ranking is called My Soccer Team.
Alright, My Soccer Team. This game, I think, is actually probably one of my favorite Roblox games of all time. It had like a really small community that was like close to me, and I got number one. The owner knew me.
If you want something that's like the FC experience, I think My Soccer Team's the closest to that in terms of the gameplay. It's the only game with like an actual Ultimate Team type of game mode. But like the big downside about the game is that it's just so buggy. And like it makes sense because I'm pretty sure it's a solo developer, but it is a very buggy game. If there was an actual dev team working on the game, I feel like the game could actually blow up. But right now, where would you rank it?
Right now, like, I love this game, but unfortunately, due to the gameplay being so buggy and updates not being so frequent, I think I have to give it C tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I think C tier is pretty fair. All right, next up, we have Blue Lock Rivals, and I'm going to be rating it alongside this other game, Azure Latch. They're both Blue Lock games. I never really enjoyed Blue Lock games. How about you?
I've never really played them at all. Like, I don't watch anime or any of the stuff like that, so I've never really played any of those games. I don't like how there's like styles and like just like not really like football to me.
Yeah, I feel like it's not really a football game. Like obviously like the core essence of it is football, but like it's just too gimmicky. Like there's too much gimmicks about it. It's not a proper football game. So realism not really there. Gameplay, it's meh. Personal enjoyment, I don't really like the game in my opinion. The big plus side about this is that there's a huge player base. There's a lot of content on the game. There's a lot of like YouTubers who play the game. At the end of the day, if I want to play a football game, I want to feel like it's an actual football game, and this just feels like all those anime games on Roblox. So I would personally put this at D tier.
I think it's gonna be in B tier because I don't think you can just really just say it's D tier because you don't like the game, because the game is massive. A lot of players do like it, and the gameplay, like, it's not buggy at all. Like, it's smooth.
All right, you know what? That's pretty fair. I think we'll just balance it out as C tier. I'll put it ahead of My Soccer Team because it's a much more established game, but I'm not going to put it any higher than that. Okay, next up, we have Goal Battles.
Whoa, Goal Battles? Bro, Goal Battles sucks, bro. The game sucks.
Okay, so Goal Battles is basically like a battle royale, but football. If you play the game, you're going to realize the graphics are really bad, in my opinion. There's not many positives that come out of this game. At the end of the day, compared to every game on the list, I think it's disrespectful putting it higher than D tier.
I think I'd put it in F tier, bro. F tier. If there's any game that deserves F tier here, I think it's gonna be this game.
Yeah, like looking at the lineup, I think this is the only game that would be put into this tier. Okay, next up, we got Free Kick Simulator. It's probably the closest thing to FC graphics on this entire list, but like it's only free kicks. You can't do anything else. Like you can't actually play the game properly. It's just you take a free kick, you celebrate, and then you take another free kick. And
I mean, it is called Free Kick Simulator after all. It's literally just free kicks.
Oh yeah, of course, but
we're still gonna rate it based off a full-fledged Roblox game, a full-fledged Roblox Soccer game. And to me, like, there's not enough content in it. There's not enough to do. Like, you get bored after, what, 2 minutes of playing the game? Because it's not much to do at all.
I think this is one of those type of games where you play it one time, and then you just never join it again. But, like, the first time you play it...
It's cool and all, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool game, but at the end of the day, there's not much content. So where would you rate this game?
I think I'd still rate it in probably D tier. Like, smooth gameplay, great graphics, but at the end of the day, you can't play with anyone. It's a single player game. You can't do anything. So D tier.
All right, next up, we got Super Striker League. What are your thoughts on it? I know you did videos on this back in the day in like 2020 or something.
Like 5 years ago, I actually made some videos on this, but to be honest, I never really liked the game that much. It was like there's powers in it, and there's also like a lot of cosmetics and stuff. The gameplay wasn't that great, and like you get a guaranteed goal if you charged up your I forgot what it was, but you get like a guaranteed goal or something. So
Yeah,
like,
there's like some mana or something in that game.
Yeah.
Where if you max it out, you just get an insta goal.
I think that's like, I hate games that have that, by the way. So I think probably, I don't know, I don't like this game that much. Probably C tier. It's okay. The gameplay is like, it's not terrible, but I don't like it either.
Yeah, I would say this is one of the easiest games on this list to get into as a beginner. Like if you want a beginner-friendly game, Super Strike League has everything for beginners. Like there's basically free goals. It's very easy to learn. Simple mechanics. There's power, so you can, if there's someone that's better than you, you can just knock them down and then score. So I think C tier is pretty fair here. So
Yeah.
All right, next up we got Pure Soccer. So I don't think you played enough Pure Soccer, have you?
I played like maybe 10 minutes max. 10 minutes max.
Okay, I've played around an hour of Pure Soccer ever. And this is one of those 5-tool games. If you guys don't know what a 5-tool game is, it's basically you have a button for skill, shoot, pass, long, and goalkeeper. I'm missing one, tackle. With these 5-tool games, I think all these type of games are extremely hard to get into. That's like the big problem with these, which is why I don't think all the big games are choosing to do this anymore, because there's a lot of beginners who want to get into the game, but it's really hard for them to understand these 5 different controls. But there's a very high skill gap. The top players are very good at the game, but it's very hard to even get to an intermediate level, which is why I would say this is probably a B tier game though, because the graphics are okay. The gameplay is good. It's just very hard to get into. I'll put it in B tier. Next up, we have the classic soccer. So recently, this game has seen a huge surge in players. I have no idea why. I remember seeing this game last year. It had maybe 200 players, and now it averages more than 3,000. I think it's 4th on this list in terms of player count, which is kind of insane.
I played it like once or twice, and from what I remember from it, the game was not good at all. I don't know, it was so weird. The graphics were horrible, the controls are so outdated. Nothing special about it or unique. So I don't know.
Yeah, I would, in my opinion, I kind of agree with you. I think this is just Pure Soccer, but watered down. It's still very hard to get into, just like Pure Soccer, but I think it's just a worse version of the game, in my opinion.
So it's like, there's no reason to even play this game.
In my opinion, I think Pure Soccer is the better version of it in every single way. I would just throw this into C tier. What do you think?
I think just C tier is fine for it as well. Like average game, average modern game, like nothing too special.
All right, next up we have Team Soccer. Have you played Team Soccer before?
I have, and it's like, it's so tailored to kids. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they have arrows pointing at the opposition's goals or something.
Yeah, you can tell this game is made for like 8-year-olds. But yeah, it's extremely simplistic. Honestly, you don't even need to know what football is. You don't even need to know any of the rules in football to play this game. They give you an arrow to the opposition's goal. Like, do you know how insane that is?
Yeah.
Extremely colorful. It looks like all those popular Roblox games that are just tailored towards little kids.
So they just like steal brain what?
Yeah, it looks fine. Like, if you're a little kid and you enjoy that, fine. Maybe you'd probably put this at A tier. I don't know. Like, if that's what your eyes like seeing all the time, then you'll probably like this game. But to me, I don't know. The gameplay, not really there. Realism, not there either. And personally, I don't really enjoy this game because I feel like there's just better versions of this game on this list already. So I would just throw this into D tier. What do you think?
Well, we're also factoring in personal enjoyment as well, right? And my experience with this game was actually pretty foul, so...
Okay, next up, we got Touchline. Have you played Touchline yet?
I actually have not played Touchline before. I've seen a couple videos of it, like maybe like 1 or 2 videos of it.
Yeah, so I actually played Touchline in my new video. You guys should watch that video. Anyways, Touchline is kind of just this game right here, TPS Street Soccer, but worse. It's just a weirder version of the game. The ball physics on that game are really weird. I don't like the controls of it that much. The animations of the walking is just really wonky for some reason. But like, I know it has a decent player count. The gameplay's alright, but just knowing the fact that there's a better version of this game just kind of bumps it down a couple points. So I would probably put this in C tier.
I think we just should take your judgment for it because I've never played the game a single time. So I think, yeah, just CTO, let's do it.
All right, these last 6 are the big boys of Roblox Football. These guys run the entire platform. First, we got TPS Street Soccer. This was the biggest Roblox football game only a couple years ago. But obviously now the player count has fallen off by a lot. I used to be a pro at this game. I used to be the #1 player in the US in this game. I can say for sure that this game has downgraded a lot in the last few years. When I say this game has not made a good update in 4 years, I'm not even exaggerating. If this game reverted back to the 2022 version, I think it would triple its player count. I know how good this game can be, but the fact that this game has been ruined constantly by updates almost makes me want to put it in C tier, but I won't do that. I think I'll safely say top of B tier. But I would say 2022 TPS Street Soccer would be S tier. But like,
that's crazy.
Nowadays, they've ruined everything. Like, you go through players, you go through the ball. The game has become so low skill. There's just scripters everywhere. Everyone's cheating. So like, I can't really put it that high. Okay, next up is TPS Ultimate Soccer, made by the same developers, by the way. And in my opinion, this is by far the hardest football game to play on Roblox. It is the hardest for beginners to get into, and it's the hardest to master as well. Like, if you want a skillful game, TPS Ultimate Soccer is going to be for you.
I remember playing TPS Ultimate Soccer, and I couldn't even get the ball off the ground. Like, it took me, like, someone had to teach me how to get the ball off the ground. That's crazy. I had no idea what I was doing when I first played. I couldn't even, like, do anything.
Yeah, TPS Ultimate Soccer is one of those games where you need to watch a tutorial or else you're going to be cooked. Like, you're not going to be able to do anything unless you watch, like, an hour tutorial and practice in a private server. It's already hard enough to kick the ball off the ground. Every single game on this list, you don't even need a brain cell to kick the ball off the ground, except TPS Ultimate Soccer. They made it so hard. And you want a high skill gap, then I think this game will be for you. But I would say it's probably B tier.
Well, I think for me, like, I haven't really enjoyed TPS Ultimate because obviously, like, I couldn't really play it and be good at it. The graphics are some of the best graphics in any Roblox Soccer game. But even with all of that, you know, I haven't really enjoyed the game, and I don't know, it's just too hard for me. Maybe I shouldn't have weighted lower for that, but I think because of its difficulty, I'm going to put it down in C tier.
I'll put it bottom of B tier then, just to compromise. All right, next up, we have Real Futbol. This game was so anticipated for so long. How many Discord members did it have before it even released?
Like almost 100,000, I think.
That's insane. There were 100,000 people waiting for this game to release. But the hype didn't really translate to player counts. Real Futbol is probably one of the harder games on this list. And the graphics are great. The gameplay, decent. There's just so many bugs in this game. Every single time I played this game, there's just a new bug. I don't understand. There's a bug where when the ball crosses the line, it doesn't even count as a goal. Like, that's actually a stupid bug.
What just happened? The goals aren't working right now, but for the purpose of the video, we are now down 1-0.
I heard that there's a lot of cheaters in RF as well. Like, I've seen YouTubers talk about how bad the cheating problem is and how bad the reach is and how competitive is getting ruined by it. I think this game is the biggest competitive scene on this entire list by far. At the end of the day, as a game, it's okay for beginners, but it's just so buggy. That's the biggest flaw about this game. There's just too many bugs. So what do you think?
I'd make it an A tier because the graphics, in my opinion, are the best graphics in any Roblox football game, better than TPS Ultimate, in my opinion. The gameplay, it's really deep and complex, which is like nice if you're interested in playing a hard Roblox game. So I think I'd rate it in A tier. If they fix the bugs, it could generally be in S tier, but for now, A tier.
Alright, next up, these are the big 3 of Roblox Football, the 3 biggest games on the platform here. We're starting with the one with the highest player count here, Realistic Street Soccer. Now, the name might fool you because the game doesn't look very realistic. The graphics aren't that great, but in terms of pure gameplay, it's very easy for beginners. It has a high skill gap. There's a lot of tricks you can learn. There's a ranked mode. There's cosmetics. There's content. There's multiple big YouTubers who make videos on this game.
Me.
Realistic Street Soccer has the biggest community. I think the only flaw to this game is that it's not very realistic. The graphics are pretty bad. They're probably on the bottom half compared to the rest of this list. But besides the graphics, the gameplay is great. What do you think?
Well, this is actually my second favorite Roblox football game right now. and it's really enjoyable to play. It's simple, so like anyone can just pick up and play the game, and the skill cap is actually insane. I've seen people do tricks I've never seen before, and that's crazy because I've played the game for quite a bit now. The graphics, for me, it doesn't matter as much as everything else. Like graphics, I don't really care about the graphics. I think this game goes into A tier, high A tier.
Interesting. I would say this is the first S tier of the video.
So where does it go now?
I'm backing myself. I'm putting it in S tier. I'm saying it has those player counts for a reason. It doesn't average 25,000 players for no reason. This game has almost no flaws. All right, next up we got Kirzo's main game that he uploads, Touch Football. I'm gonna let him take over on this one because I know he loves this game so much.
All right, Touch Football. It's by far my favorite Roblox Football game of all time. This game is the only game I can play for like multiple hours straight and not get bored, and I have done it before. This game has one of the biggest competitive scenes with some of the biggest leagues and stuff. This game also has thousands of players. Like, it's really simple to start playing. To a new player, it doesn't look like there can be anything that's like complex about this game, but there's actually a lot of cool things that you can do in this game that I found out with the community over my 5 years, well, almost 5 years of playing this game. It's crazy. Like, I love this game so much. It's a part of me and my personality, so I'm putting this game definitely in S tier.
Yeah, so you talked a lot of good stuff about this. It also has, I think, the second biggest competitive scene on this entire list behind Real Football. But I think the biggest downside is that I think it has bottom 3 graphics on this entire list. I know you said graphics don't matter as much to you, which is why you would say this is an S tier game. But like, it does probably have one of the worst graphics out of all the football games on this list.
Well, I can't argue with that. Yeah, the graphics are pretty terrible, but like I said, I don't care about the graphics. It doesn't matter at all to me.
Yeah, so S tier, I think, is a big stretch. It's not a big stretch. I would say it's fair. It's even big on TikTok. I've seen TikTok clips of this game have over 500,000 likes, which is insane.
That's crazy.
I don't even know how that's happened. But I would say, just because of how garbage the graphics are and how it's probably bottom 3 graphics, I would probably put this A tier. I know you're gonna get mad at that, but I don't care.
Well, it's gotta be S tier, man. It's gotta be S tier.
Nah, I'm putting it A tier, bro. I'm putting it A tier. All right, last game of this tier list. We have FIFA Super Soccer. Used to be called Super League Soccer, but they got a partnership with FIFA. If that isn't crazy, I don't know what is.
Well, it's crazy that a Roblox football game has a FIFA license. I remember when, I think it was Ultimate Football got the NFL license. Like, that was already crazy. The gameplay of it is actually, like, pretty simple. It's easy to learn, has skill cap. The gameplay is pretty perfect in itself, and I think I can appreciate that even if I don't really play the game that much.
Yeah, so I've been grinding this game a lot for the last, like, 1 or 2 weeks. I barely even knew how to play the game when I first started playing 2 weeks ago. I already learned a lot of tricks. Like, it's a very easy game to learn. But at the same time, like, there's a lot of stuff I need to learn. Like, the skill that you need to play this game is also very high, but it's also very simple for a beginner to just start playing and enjoy the game. There's a lot of cosmetics, and they also have, in my opinion, the best rank system out of all these Roblox football games. I don't think any of these games have a proper rank system except Super League Soccer or FIFA Super Soccer. I climbed from Bronze 1 to Gold 1. It took me about 2 weeks, but I finally got there. The only problem that I have about the rank system is that you don't get queues into the same lobby. Like, I'm a gold player, but I still get queued into players that are like elite, champion, icon, whatever. It's kind of annoying, but like, it is the only one that has an actual rank system. And not to mention, they have licenses with teams such as River Plate, Boca Juniors. They have national teams like Argentina, Brazil. Like, this game is probably the most professional out of all these games on this list. So I think it's only fair to give it S tier.
Well, everything's like perfect about this game. Like, being professional, having a FIFA license is already like crazy in itself. It's just like RSS, but it's like super professional, and I respect the game for that. And I actually have a content creator role in the Discord and in game now, which is actually pretty cool, even though I don't really play the game that much. So because of that, because they gave me content creator role, I'm gonna have to give the game S tier because I'm a content creator for the game. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yo, FIFA Super Soccer, you guys should give me the content creator role. I'm gonna make games on this. Anyways, that's our list. Comment down below if you guys agree or disagree. I know a lot of Kirzo's fans are gonna watch this and be like, Oh, this should be S tier. Touch football should be S tier. I'm putting it A tier, bro. You guys can complain in the comments. I don't care. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Get me to 10K. I want to get to 10K subs, please.
Remember to like and subscribe to Dioz. You know, he really needs to reach 100 subscribers. You know, he's broke. He needs 100 subs.
Yo, more like, yo, I don't need 100 subs. I need 10,000. What are you talking about here?
10,000? Dude, y'all even at like 500, bro.
All right, buddy.